What's going on, YouTube family? It's Master Music 480. I'm just coming to give you an update on what's been going on. Yesterday I went to a support group in Raleigh, hosted by Rex Hospital, where I'm having my gastric bypass surgery. We went to the Harris Teeter about 2 streets up from the hospital, and we met with the dietitian. This was a different one. I had to go to the support group that the hospital had versus the one that my surgeons have their own office and they have their own dietitian. But I went to see the dietitian that they have for the hospital, and when I went to her support group, we went and we went to Harris Teeter and we learned how to shop, look at food labels and stuff, and we just went around. We started at the produce section and we went around and we looked at different vegetables, and she was just talking about, the carbs in it and fatty food, stuff like that. We walked around and went through the breads, frozen foods. I mean, I picked up a pretty good substantial amount of information on pretty much how to handle grocery shopping, and when I get to eating solid foods, what's good and what would do well, to work with my tooth. So, I had a very good time there. It was about 5 of us and a nurse that takes care of the bariatric patients in 7 East at Rex Hospital. So, just getting to go around and getting hands on. And she was very informative. And she knew what she was talking about, and I usually go see my nutritionist at the hospital. It's kind of like a snooze fest. She's good, but that kind of seemed more realistic. I mean, not throwing any hate or anything to my dietitian, but the lady, she was pretty good at what she does. So I, got a good deal. And I mean, people thought we were in class. Then somebody stopped and thought we worked there at the store, and I'm like, do we really look like we're dressed in Harris Teeter clothing? We don't have on a Harris Teeter shirt, anything like that. So why would you think we work there? But just kind of getting out of the way of them and letting them shop. And everybody was like, okay, what are y'all doing here? Everybody was like, okay, either they've had surgery. Actually, everybody there had already had, either the RNY sleeve, and then it was Lady West that had lap band. I was the only one that hadn't had surgery yet. So it just kind of went on and gave me... I can't even think straight. I'm still like halfway asleep. Guys, I have been in the bed pretty much all day today. As you see, I have on my house robe. It's that nice fleecy feeling, and I got on a little beanie cap because when I need to get my hair cut, and that was just too rough. I have really fine hair, and it's like just all over the place. So I just stuck this on. It's a lazy day. It's raining. It's cool. I mean, I got a pot of beans on downstairs, so it's gonna be one of them type of days. Lay in, catch up on TV. I'll watch Scandal later on tonight, but trying to just get back to what was going on there. Just got to talk with another lady. She works in our office. She's a mentor. She mentors bariatric patients, and she had the RNY Gastric Bypass, and I got to talk to her. She was about 17 or 18 months out, and she had lost 137 pounds. She was a shorter lady, so it's kind of been going at that pace of older lady. So me and her just kind of talked one-on-one, and I picked her brain, and she was just picking my brain just to kind of see, where I'm at with the stuff. And she said, "Oh yeah, you're gonna do very well. I'm rooting for you." She was very supportive. So after I got done with that, I went over to my surgeon's office because I had to take documentation that I went to their support group so they can have it in my file. Went to the front desk. Usually on a Wednesday, all the surgeons are out because they do surgeries on Mondays and Wednesdays. So it was very quiet, wasn't nobody in the office, but the lady at the front desk and the people in the back. So I went to go see my coordinator to take her all that. I met with the lady who prepares our package. She said, "Oh yeah, I've already sent your stuff off. It's been off for a while and it was still pending." So she's like, "You should hear something pretty soon, within a week, to know, whether you've been approved or not." And I'm going to be approved. There's no ifs, ands, buts about that. She's like, "You good to go." with that. First she thought I gave her the evil look because I had called last week. I went to the surgeon was on September 26th, and she said she was preparing it then, but I wanted to make sure she had all my stuff because at first they said they was missing something, so I called and had to check to see if they had it, and she's like, "Oh no, I haven't got to your packet yet, sent it off," and I'm giving her the side eye when she's talking because mind you, this is like a week after the fact, but she got together, so I didn't have to trip too hard about that. It's getting kind of time's ticking, and I'm getting a little anxious, so I'm just getting ready to it. So my schedule was asking me when was I looking to have surgery. So more than likely, once everything comes back, my surgery will probably be somewhere around November the 12th, 15th, somewhere in that week. So hadn't got the date yet, but that's probably going to be the week of it. So George, baby, we here, man. You got your stuff in. We'll be on that losers bench together at the same time. So it's happening. I'm really excited about it. 90 days, 3 months really passed by, really flew by. I mean, I just really started this thing, and just to see that just went by so quick, it's just wow. I mean, that's all I can say. People are asking me, are you getting excited, are you ready? And I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm pumped up. I'm just making sure, having myself together mentally, and just kind of making those, because if you ain't got it together mentally, you're not gonna get it. You ain't gonna ever get it together physically, because it's not your quick fix. It's not your easy scapegoat, your way out, because if you don't change those behaviors and change those mental things about it, you'll never get where you want to get physically. So just getting your mind right, backing away from things that you don't supposed to have, and putting that stuff down, because it's a lifestyle change, and you want to either get right or get left behind, and I don't plan on getting left behind. So you got to do what you got to do, and I'm definitely going to do what I got to do. I've been buying stuff just to get in preparation for it, different liquid things, just starting to stock up on things now, so I go ahead and have it, and it's just not like a big hit to the pocket once it happens. So just go ahead and being prepared for that, having that. Let's see what else. As far as appointments, after I get a surgery date, I'll have to see the surgeon one more time, because at this point it will be past 30 days by the time I get a date, and I have to go to see the nutritionist one last time. We'll go over how to take the vitamins and use all of that. So got to prepare those, because if you come and you don't got your stuff, she'll let you with the side eye and go ahead and send you home because you're not ready. She's gonna tell you that you're not ready. So I'm just going on having my stuff, because again, I've got to be ready. That song, I want to be ready, I'm going to be ready. So gotta have all that. And I gotta go to one more support group, but by that time I'll probably be on a liquid diet by the time they go. So they're gonna go ahead and schedule that, and I gotta go finally make it to that last support group. So I got that November 7th. I'll be on vacation that week, so and we're actually off that day. So even though I went on vacation, I still to go. The issue is being my work schedule so crazy, and every time they have support group, it always falls on the Thursday I have to work. Our schedule was closed out so far in advance, so I never get to make it. And finally now, I'm getting able to make it. I've had support because I've attended support groups around the way, but not the ones that are hosted by my program. So now I'm finally getting to go to that. Trying to think, other than that, they're scheduling me to do all my pre-op stuff at the hospital, blood work and all that stuff prior to the surgery, and that pretty much wraps up everything. Everything else came back, had a great psych eval from Dr. Dan, so he had sent over a good report on that, so they got everything. So now I'm just kind of waiting to get that approval letter back, and we'll be cooking with some gas. So other than that, that's just pretty much what's been going on with me. I definitely got to send a shout out to my girl seeing less of me, Michelle. She definitely checks up on me and makes sure that I'm doing okay. So I definitely appreciate that. George, everybody that checks on me. Tony, we ain't seen you in a while. Where you at? I can't talk, but I'm making my video and I hadn't seen one from you. So just definitely looking forward out to that. But other than that, everybody keep doing what you're doing. I'm definitely proud of everyone. Like I said, soon I'll be sitting right on that bench with everybody else, and we're gonna have us a funky good time. So let's get ready. Let's get set and get ready to go. Other than that, everybody be blessed. Have a good one.